Welcome back to Marketing Champions here on Daily Ad Brief. I'm Howard Walpuff, your host. We're talking about marketing with great marketers from around the country. Today we are in Oakland, California. We're speaking to Kuang Lee of Satellite Films. And Kuang, welcome to the conversation today.
Thank you, Howard. It's so great to be here with you.
Well, we appreciate you being here with us. So we're going to focus on video, and not just video, really amazing storytelling through video and the amazing things that you have going on at Satellite Films. But before we do that, why don't you tell us how you got started in marketing and really in video in general?
I went to film school, and after that, I've made some documentaries. And then after that, I started working in television marketing in Los Angeles, where I lived before I lived here in the Bay Area. I did promotion and marketing for companies like NBC, CBS, the CW, and that's really where I got my start, learning how to tell a succinct story in 30 seconds.
And that is really key in a lot of ways that people got to learn a lot about marketing. Those time frames are hard stops. You have to make sure you get your messaging
Absolutely.
out there, and getting creative to do that is important because you know you're trying to get that story to resonate with your audience.
Yeah, it's interesting because now I do stories for brands, also in video and film. And what we've learned is that when we're telling these stories, people's attention spans are relatively short. So when telling a brand story, if you don't getting your point across within a minute and a half, a minute, people will drop off. People will click off the YouTube video, jump off the homepage. And so that kind of a succinctness, that brevity, was important in television marketing. And it's really important in telling stories about technology and brands as well.
So I guess start us from the beginning. How are you setting up with these companies for them to tell their story and really get it into that framework so that people are quickly paying attention and staying there?
For us, it starts with understanding what we're telling the story about. Is it a documentary about their CEO? Is it a customer testimonial story? Is it about the product? And for me, when we're kind of having creative meetings with the client, we want to find out what's the most important thing, the most eye-catching or ear-catching thing, the hook, as it will. Like when I worked in television marketing, is it a special episode when a couple got married, or did the main character die, or did they go off on some adventure? And we want to find out that one hook. I think it's the same for product marketing, videos, and films, where it's like, what's the hook of this product? Is it incredible speed of this tablet? Is it the ability for this car to be automated? You can not have to use the steering wheel. What's the main hook? And we put that in the beginning, really front load the content with that, just to really catch the viewer's attention.
Having that statement at the front is key. You have to make sure that you are speaking to what they're interested in, because they have a problem that they don't want, and a result they want they don't have. So if you are quickly addressing that, they're going to say, hey, this is a reason to stick around and see what else is there. Maybe there is something in this for me, and really start that relationship there. So that's a lot of power you bring to the video that you develop. What is it that you are also looking for in a client that you want to help bring out their messages?
That's a great question. I think for me and for my organization, we have three awesome team members. Satellite's a growing group. We've been around for 3 years. For us, we want to find something that we believe in, right? Sometimes we do projects for a very low price, almost out of our own pocket. If it's a nonprofit that we believe in, we make our income from big corporations and telling their brand stories and product stories. But if it's like, for example, we have a museum client that we do a lot of projects for, but we believe in their artists and their art. We've done documentaries about diabetes awareness. So having some kind of message that we believe in is important. Secondly, we like to have clients that trust us with our storytelling. The best clients are the ones that believe that by partnering with us, they can tell a better story. So we can say, hey, it's better if these videos are shorter. It's better if these locations are lit well. These interviews are lit well. Companies that trust us to help them bring their storytelling out are clients that we really like. So there's those two things, the type of client and the type of story we're telling. Those are two really important things for us.
And it's really important to have that connectivity with the client and with the story so you're able to really broaden what you are accomplishing.
Absolutely.
Time has gone on and things have evolved, especially in video. Where do you see kind of the next couple of years in video and what you are trying to do with your clients?
That's an interesting question. During the pandemic, there we did a lot of remote filming where either we'd send a crew out and then I would direct it remotely via Zoom or something like that, or we did a lot of content that we recorded. I would send cell phones out. I think as it's things have gotten better, I'm seeing more and more on-site shoots, which is great. But one thing that will never change is, like we've been talking about, the theme of this conversation: a great story. You've seen it from the beginning of film, the silent film era, and even to now to VR and AR and everything. All this cool stuff is there, but what's more important is the messaging and the story. So I think that's something that will never leave, despite all the wonderful technological breakthroughs we're seeing.
It always comes down to story, and it always comes down to great storytellers. So I
Absolutely.
really appreciate that you do some amazing work, award-winning work for your clients, and that you're able to share some of this with us today. So really, thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Howard. It's been a great time with talking with you.
And thank you all for joining us as well. Video is always going to be extremely important. You have to capture the attention span of your prospect, but also getting that message right at the beginning to really grab their attention is always going to be the key. And working with really powerful people who can translate that on film, like Satellite Films is doing for their clients, really is important. You can learn more about them on Daily Ad Brief. But go out, have a great rest of today, and we'll see you next time on Marketing Champions.